going on your trip, on your road trip. Bye. Have fun. Caroline, you guys be good. Have a great day. I'm just really trying to be the embarrassing one.
Hi. All right, well, here we are. We're on our way to the Adirondack. It's going to be amazing. We're climbing Mount Marcy. Trying to keep my eyes on the road, but it's going to be awesome. It is now storming. It is raining, but we're going to climb this anyway.
Something new, with eyes wide, watching everything we do. And I can't forget all those nights that we spent. We moved with our feet never touching ground.
Okay, so the first thing you need to do when you find yourself camping, you're out of water, you need to find water. Water is the most important thing. So we have a landscape that is pretty hilly. It's good because once you get above the hill, you can all the water run off. You'll be able to set up a dry camp. And first thing first is find water. All right. Okay, so as you can see, I am now following the landscape. In most places where there are mountains, these mountains were formed by ice, huge ice glaciers millions and millions of years ago that carved out the land into V-shaped valleys, and at the bottom of your V-shaped valley you should probably find a body of water. Alright, so here we are. I found my body of water and it's moving pretty well, but there's no way to tell whether it's actually purified. So your best bet is to fill as much of your canteen as possible, because you don't know when the next body of water is that you're going to find. And you're going to boil it if you don't have an iodine solution. In most cases you don't. So you're going to find it, you're going to want to boil it for at least 10 minutes, but here you are, you found water, you're pretty much set. Whenever I go camping, I like to keep just a small amount of steel wool. It's light, it's easy to carry around, it's flexible. And I'm going to show you how to start a fire with it. What I'm doing right now is I'm separating a lot of the wool in order to create the most surface area as possible. And I'm going to take pieces of it and I'm going to separate it and put it into the sticks and brush I have now collected. And you just want to make sure that you separate it pretty well. And there's parts of it all over the fire, so the current has something to travel through. Alright, so now that I have a decent amount of steel wool in my fire, I'm going to take a 9-volt battery. and you're going to want to keep your finger on the battery portion because you're not going to want to touch these prongs. What happens is, when I put this battery in contact with the steel wool, there's going to be electric current that travels through the wood and through the wool. So that should create a fire, and you're going to want to keep a good amount of distance. I want to make sure both of the prongs are touching the steel wool, and I'm going to lightly blow on it to give it oxygen. And there you have it. As our fire is burning, you want to make sure all of the sticks and everything have a good amount of oxygen flowing towards it. You want to keep your battery away from this steel wool for the rest of your trip because you don't want to start any fires in your backpack. Okay, and now that I have my fire started, I can worry about boiling my water. You want to make sure you boil that for 10 minutes in order to make sure that it's completely disinfected. You can get a lot of diseases from drinking contaminated water, from all the bacteria that might be in it. And here you go. Now you've got your own fire started. It's the outcropping of the rock. The best way to make sure that you're safe is to start a fire, build a fire right beneath inside your cave, and you're going to want to let the smoke rise and to clear all the insects out. That way you don't wake up with millions and millions of bug bites.